Welcome everybody. Today is 24th of June and welcome to Real Estate Investment Club. Please, if you get disconnected from my image or from the PowerPoint, just raise up your hand, send me a text, or just speak up and tell me that you got disconnected. So I make sure the technical part of it is always there. So Real Estate Investment Club, and today I have one of my guests here. Her name is Tabassum. She is a mortgage broker and she's working in GTA. She handles many mortgages on the daily and weekly basis. She's skilled and well known to many of the agents that she's working with. And her phone number is on the screen. You can always call her back, 416-824-9060, and her email address. I'm going to leave it on the screen and that will come back again. And if anyone wants to call her, I'm going to offer Tabassum to speak up if she's interested and that she has any question as well. So one of the reasons for this webinar, for some of you who are new or you've been here before, is the goal here is for me to get you enough information to move you from speculators to a savvy investor. And the reason here is if you stay as a speculators, you're not gaining knowledge and skills, then it would hurt you as soon as you want to get into the real estate investment, and that is very, very costly. Another reason here for me to inform you here is, as a real estate investor, a savvy investor, they should have a roadmap and stay with the roadmap versus speculators that is going left and right with any media news that is coming across. And we're going to see in the next few slides how the media is throwing the information without having a strong ground. Now, what we have to do here is, after listening to the media news, there are facts, there are reality, and also that what we have to look at it as real estate savvy investor. We have to filter out the information that is not correct and stay with the facts. Some of the things we see, and this is another slide that I repeat every month, is real estate market is crashing. If you pay attention to that, you see real estate market is not global, it's local. So having this sentence here said real estate market is crashing, it doesn't really mean anything. It is crashing in one neighborhood or another part of Canada, for instance, but it's not crashing in, let's say, Mississauga beside the brand new hospital that just came up. How can it crash when there is a high demand for those homes around it? So real estate investment is very much local. Now here's another news that I don't see much of foundation that we should rely on. It is something that was thrown out. If there is any factual things attached to it, you could have seen it. Now, on the bottom of this slide, you can easily see that the news that they put here said home prices could fall. So there are a lot of could, there are a lot of uncertainty that we see here. This is not what we want to deal with as a real estate investor. We are going with facts. Now, the second line said mortgage deferrals could jump or could not. So most of the people, if you're a speculator, you are not reading between the lines. You just hear the numbers, 20% to 12% by September. Everybody stop buying properties because you don't pay attention to could. Mortgage arrears could drop 20% or could not. So don't just look at the numbers, read between the lines and get yourself informed. And if you have access to the second or third party information to enhance the news or investigate in the news, that's the most important things you need to know. Now let's dive into the media news, see what's happening right now as we speak in this market. There are a lot of uncertainty, still uncertainty in different sectors. Even the banks are debating what direction they should go. Now, I came across realtor.ca and I pull out this one for you. It said national stat it shows minus 39%. The transactions happened recently. I try to move my cursor on the side so I can see everything here. Okay, so 31% new listing are down 31.5. That's correct. Now it said average price of home in Canada or across Canada minus 2.6. I care, but I don't care because, as I said, price of homes are not national or global, is local. So that's fine. This news, it doesn't bother me. It shouldn't bother you either. Next news is a little bit better because it's narrowing down to province of different provinces here. And we have right in the middle, we have Ontario. It's at plus 1.6. So that's closer to what we are looking for. Unless you want to invest in another province, that's a different story. And this is a different topic for another session. This is news I pulled out this morning, said houses are selling for over asking in Toronto at an above normal pace. I knew this one happened to start 3 weeks before that. I was hearing multiple offers in different properties, 17 offers, 2 offers, 34 offers, a house in Mississauga, I remember. I also pulled out from one of the resources that I use, is a great site for all the stats. It's Real O Sophie, and based on the information they gather, 25% of homes right now are selling over asking price. Now in the same site, they publish an article say why, despite of 14% unemployment rate right now, still we have the overpriced or multiple offers bidding war here. It's an interesting article. I can always email some of this information to you. If you ask for it, you can send me an email. Okay, so that was a great news to hear. It was finally, after long battle or long uncertainty, that I came across this news. Now let's take a look at the next slide we have here. Here you go, 25% of homes sold for over asking price in this market. Here's another chart that would emphasize on the fact that are in the market. So don't listen to one single news that the market is crashing. Check the other facts or resources that are available to you. And Real Sophie pull out this information from other resources, and that is in accordance with Toronto Real Estate Board as well. So you're asking why we have so much demand in the market despite of this COVID-19, and this is one of the chart that shows that the prices are continuing going up as well. Housing market stat right now, I pull out this one for condominium sales. As you see on the first chart, which is 3.8, this is total condo apartment sales. This is not the price, it's just transactions happening right now. And we see next one is year to year, that's 10.4. Now, if you come to the bottom and we see, let me see if I can get you the next one, which was, here you go. That was what I was waiting for. So residential stat, it shows minus 53.7% less transaction, all right? And that was one of the reasons why the price is keep going up. And now on the bottom middle, the blue one, if you can see, and by the way, if there is any technical issue that you have, you cannot see my PowerPoint or my image, just speak up or send me a text or on chat, say I cannot see, and I can fix that one for you. So in the middle bottom part, it said the price of properties went up 3% compared to last year. So there's no crush. There was a crush. There was some price adjustment happened. So as I'm always putting it, instead of the price going up 5%, 8%, it went just 3%. And here's another resources that I use is Toronto Real Estate Board. And if you can look at the month of May and look at the orange one, this is not the price, it shows the transaction. And truly, the transaction was less. As you see it in previous slide, it was minus 53.7. So this reduction in number of transactions was another reason that why the price hold well. It was a demand and supply and demand. New listing, of course, as you can see, there are less people listing the house. That's why the inventory was low. Next slide, you see sales to new listing ratio. This is important. In the month of May, the way you ought to understand this slide is, put it this way, whatever comes to the market will it sell. If the orange line was on the bottom, means no one really buy anything. But as you see, the market is very active. Almost whatever comes to the market sells for good. Don't look at the gray line because that was unusual 2017. This is resale price. Now, this is where you can discover if the market was crashed or not. If you look at the orange line, this is the 2020 month of May. And the price is actually more than what we had last year. And as we covered, it went up 3%. And here is the gradual going on of the prices since 1994. Do not, as a real estate investors, do not look at the small blue hiccups. That's not where you are. You have to look at the orange line, means buying it and holding it for long term. And that's how you can play a very profitable game. I'm also using another resources called Broker Bay. Broker Bay is, I call it kind of underground real estate information or inventory. These are not visible to MLS. This is happening between the agents. So there is a big channel of information that's happening. And some of the homes that you see on the map right here are properties that are never hit MLS. These are exclusively selling between agents. Some of them are assignment, condo assignment or home assignment. Some of them are exclusive or privately selling sellers. So they have their own strong resources and data and information. And I pulled the next slides for you from that resource. And it shows that around April, the market came down. And if you look at the blue line shows the showing, like the activities. The orange line shows the offers. So people started being less speculator and start getting into the market and start buying. So the market start picking up right in the middle of May.